Hello there survivors, welcome to another section of Panther code. Today we're going to be looking at Marcos versus Jackie, the perfect counter. So what is it that make Marcos perfect for a counter against Jackie team? Well, we're going to be looking at by a stats: 4,999 attack, 4,075 HP and 3,409 defense. So looking at this stats, you understand that Marcos can do good both on defense and attack team. So let's start from his leader skill. All 12 and strong teammates get 50 attack and a huge bonus to AP when attacking. This is what I'm talking about being a perfect counter. 12 and strong team against Jackie leads, which is fast and alert teams. So that means that you have a huge threat advantage against Jackie teams. He has and he's gonna be dealing, all these toons are gonna be dealing 50% attack, so that's a huge advantage as well. So now let's look at his active skill: remove all positive effects from target enemy. This character and up to 2 enemies gets 75% attack and for 2 turns. So removing positive effects is also a counter against Jesus, even when Jesus is lead. So this is a bonus, and look at, and you can see this is where the support, as is a support tone, this is where it comes in, as it can boost himself and 2 other toons 75% attack. So his rush, it deals 750% damage to a line of enemies, disabling blast. So those enemies also get dazed and impair for 2 turns. This character gets 100% attack down resistance. So it's gonna be dealing daze and impair to 2 enemies in a line. So that's a good thing too. Can also be used against Jesus. So if you can pop him in the first turn, it's gonna be daze. So the team you're gonna be looking at is gonna consist of Marcos himself, Princess, Axel, Mission, and of course Alpha. So we've run this before. If you look at my video that talks about a ring lead, we've used this kind of setup before. Only difference is the leader now and the princess. So let's look at modes and weapons here. So this Marcos is T2 math. So I'm just gonna put a random for test reasons, obviously. So attack, we're gonna put attack stats on him, because in attack we want him to deal as much as possible damage as he can. So yeah, we have attack stat on him. We have HP, a spice of HP, so that he can survive just in case things go as we plan. So and we have ill reduction. See, these modes are not necessarily what is important is attack stats and the right setups. I just put this on because those are the ones I have available. So his weapon, I like this weapon, Marcos Destructive Thompson. He named his weapon. That's cool of him. So Thompson, as I have crafted it, it comes with impair, but I change it to bonus AP and bonus attack to him. So and 15 it comes defaultly with 1535, of course. So Princess, I have his default weapon on half. I was able to get it to 48 attack and nothing more than that. I put defense on the torso. If I could, I would put 1535 on that too, but well, you know how it goes. I've tried and tried and tried. I gave up on that weapon a long time ago, and I'm not gonna be going back to it anyways. So the modes on Princess, we have a reflect damage. I've explained that a while back in another video. Reflect because she turns. So when she gets it and she turns, and with a rush, when other toons hit her, she can definitely take away their guardian shield or kill them or something. So we have attack stat on her too. Yeah. Imperial resist, obviously because of Jesus. And then now Axel, we know Axel is on this team. Not even the leader skill don't even favor him. We only have him here for his active skill, which all teams recover from impair, and up to 2 teammates gain 100% AP. So that is what he's here for. It doesn't do anything much more than that, although it's a support tool, and his rush also gives about 100% attack to others. So that's a good bonus. That's good, of course. And the main tool of the team is Mission, and of course because of a weapon at the beginning of each wave, This character and up to 2 enemies gain confused resist, 100% confused resist. We also need that for our day's active skill and of course she confuses, and this is a massive damage with her rush too, which is going to be useful against the fast ones. So the modes on the mission, we have a bit of everything on her: defense and HP, but attack stat. You understand that? So she's a damage toon, she's already dealing a huge damage, so attack stat just to make sure okay she's dealing the damage all right, and then a bit of everything so that she can survive. So that's why you see I have a plat mode of defense and a normal gold mode out of HP on her, and a defense versus a lot, of course, so she can survive. How far we have, because she, you know, she's deals a lot of damage, of course, 3 damages, and we have on her the weapon, the trauma hacks, you understand? So healing stone, this weapon has healing stone on the 3rd slot, and it heals, and we also have attacking a 100% chance to cause trauma when it hits. So this one is all made jelly for traders behind Jackie. And a rush also does minus 50 defense for 2 turns to all other enemies. So you understand? So this is why we need alpha. So this is the team again. Take a good look at it, and you can, if you can set it up right now, and you can try it and let me know what you think later. So let's run this team, see how it works. So yeah, every other toon resisted confused there except Azel. So let's see, we have this Jesus with mission, and we have tried to disarm trader, yeah, but I don't think, I'm not sure he got disarmed. So now we have our second turn. We normalize, because that's the major thing we have princess for there. It's going to be normalizing. The turn is the bonus advantage, fine, but we're going to be normalizing with her. So we normalized Tanya so we can kill her when we're ready. So I hit again with my alpha just to get rush ready. So now, so I didn't use I used my Axel, and he gave it to both Mission and both of them were drained. Both Mission, he gave it to Mission and Princess, but both of them were drained of the AP. So that makes him kind of useless there, but it still works. So now we have we've lowered the defense by killing trader with alpha. So now you can see Marcus take care of his line. So Mission seems to have gotten infected there, and because he couldn't rush at the right time, you see what happened. So if she was able to rush, she will have recovered from all those. So another variation you can try with this team is replace Axel and Alpha in case you don't have any of them or both of them. So you have Maggie and Doctor replacing them, and as you have explained in other videos, I have 15 attack, 1535 weapon on them, and obviously 8% bonus AP to all teammates. But you can have a fast heal on one of them just to make sure that your team survives, you know, just like the other time we tested it out and Mission died of infection. If you have a fast heal on any of them, she could have been saved on that team. So take a good look at this team. So we still have the same team: Marcus lead, Princess, Maggie, my favorite command toon, of course, and Mission, of course, obviously because of her weapon still. She's crucial to when you're making team against Jackie teams because of that weapon. And another variation you can also try is try better too. That's better is a great toon. It's a great toon. If you have to, I think better cards are on now, so if you can grind for them, try and get good ranks in the events, and you can get his cards. I can get him ready. He's really good for facing any other team, and his modes well, basically attack, as I told you, is a damage dealer, so you just get to produce damage on him as much as trait advantage as you can have: attack versus tough, attack versus alert, attack versus fast, attack versus strong. Just whatever you have, put it on it. And if you have the platinum mode and one of the highest stats, just stack it on him. So normally if I have a better mode, I'll put it on him aside from the top bottom. I mean from the bottom left corner, I have an epi drain. I would rather have a better mode more than that, but that's all I could for now. That's what I could have on him for now. So I'm putting that on him for temporarily until I have maybe an attack when taunted, and attack when taunted, attack when impaired, or attack while slow that are you know, attack stats. So that's what I'm waiting for. So take a look at the team, and we're gonna try that. On his weapon, I gave him this weapon, the Marcus weapon. You understand? So presently now he has a 40. He has a rampage attack on him. You understand? But I want you to understand that when I swap the weapon now, 15 attack on Marcus, 15 attack on him, I can boost his attack. I can boost his attack to 23k damage. And that's a big deal, you understand? So, but I did what I want attack on Marcus too, and the 1535 is important. So I'm gonna switch it back to 1535 on Marcus, give Marcus his weapon back, and just put the rampage on the beta and test him out like that. But because I have only 115 attack that is attack based right now, so I'm trying to build another one, but it's not coming forth. So let's test the team out. So wow, that's something you don't see every day. All of them resisted confused. I have confused on the resist on Maggie and the doctor. So both of them, it worked for both of them. Oh, that's not good. I wanted better and Marcus to go first, but while I did this, what I think I have Mission gain more AP than Beta, which makes her get the boost from dog. But it's still working out. It's still working anyway. But the thing is, we could have finished this team in the first turn. That's what I'm trying to say. We could have finished this in the first turn. You understand? So as I said, Beta as the RNG on the rush, that's the waste not, it can either eat 4 or it can eat 3. It all depends. So this one, both Maggie and the doctor did not resist confused. So now, okay, Marcus is ready to, thanks for hitting him. Well, thank you. So he's ready to rush now. He's ready to rush. So we're gonna try and just pop dog first. Let's pop dog first. Let everybody be ready to rush, so we know how to distribute the rush. You understand? So I told you, it's also safer to turn Tanya. Make sure she's every debuff that confuse every debilitating debuff you can put on her. Just put it on her. Oh, so yeah, that is done. That is done. So yeah. And that's the last one we're going to be testing for today. So we pop dog. This time only Beta did not resist confused, and every other toon resisted confused. So yeah, we pop dog, and then both Mission and Beta is ready to rush. So the next one we're just going to be finishing it off. So these teams that I'm showing you now, you can see they are all turn 3 and turn 2 and turn 3 teams. So it works. It was. So we killed Mission with we killed Tanya with Mission, confusing her. So this, you see what I'm saying? So better finish the job even sooner here. Pop 4 toons at a time. So that's the RNG on a weapon. It always happen like that. So let's test one more time. Let's do it one more test. Wow. So Marcus and both Marcus and Beta got confused here with this Jesus, but he is already hit by one of the toons. So yeah, he's that's gonna be dangerous because well, thank God for dazing him though. So if he has resisted this, that would have been a catastrophic event. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna hit with Mission and then command her. So we're ready to, yeah. So let's hope now that Beta can finish the job this time around. We don't want to pop on Jesus, because that trader could mess everything up eventually. So we're gonna pop it on trader, and wow, well, that's just yet Beta finishes the job. So that's it on Panther code. Marcus is the right counter for Jackie teams, and as you can see, I'm proving here now he has what it takes and he can do the job fine. So I believe that if you just level level him and max him right, you're gonna enjoy him. So subscribe to our channel and tell your friends to subscribe too. Thank you, and keep coming back. Stay safe, survivors, and keep surviving.